Hi, Robin. I'm setting up and I've decided only in the last minute what I'm going to do. Yeah, wasn't sure what I'm doing today and if I'll go even live. So yeah. Still setting up and I'll wait for people to come in. I think the chat is stuck or something. I don't see what's going on. I'll try and fix it in a minute. I just want to cut this burlap and be done with this part because it's making me itchy. So I just want to be done with it. Okay. Okay. I think, yeah. Okay. So I'm done with the burlap. Let's hope the itching will subside. Hey, Jojo. Okay. So I'm going to do an art journal cover. I have some vague idea what I'm going to do. I've got this burlap that is going to go here. I've got some rice paper, some tissue paper. We'll see where it gets me. Hi, Claudia. Okay. I think I want some other stuff. Let's see. Just bringing in another rice paper that is a little bit more translucent. We'll see. And yeah, okay, and I lost the chat. Here it is again. Okay, hi Brenda. Okay, so I'm going to start. I'm doing the cover for this journal that I finished. I've got some white gesso here, some beige color just to mix it up with the white. I'm going with just this sponge and doing something like this. I want to go about it quite quickly. It doesn't matter. Most of it is gonna get covered. It's just, I just don't want this dark gray to be in the background. So, and the beige color is just to break up the white. Again, don't want stark white. So I'm mixing it up. I don't mind some of the dark gray showing through. So I'm just trying to go about it quickly because it really doesn't matter. That's okay, Claudia. Hi, Barbara. Hello. I wasn't sure I'll be going on live today. First of all, I'm quite tired. Didn't sleep well all this week. I'm operating on something like 3 hours of sleep for a night, and all kinds of stuff is going on. And yesterday, when I was about to finally get some sleep, then I saw I'm sorry to mention it, but I saw about Charlie Kirk assassination, which is horrible. And then I remembered that today is 9/11, which is also awful. And so I wasn't quite sure. I wanted to go live, but then I've decided that it's better to go live, do something nice, do something positive than wallow. So here I am doing an art journal cover. Yeah. It's a break from also a social media, even though I just have Facebook and YouTube, and on my Instagram I just post what I'm doing. Otherwise I don't use that platform in any shape or form. But even just with Facebook and YouTube, sometimes it's just overwhelming. So this is something positive to disengage from all the stuff, all the crazy stuff that's going on with the world in general. Yeah. It just the dark gray is just the cover that the original came through. That's came with. It's it's an original that I've bought from the cheap store, and I don't want the dark gray, so I've painted it right now. And let's just check that this is the start of the journal. Yes, so here I'm going to do something, and I took this burlap and just I'm going to glue it here. The problem is I just now have some wet paint, so I'm thinking maybe I'll work on the burlap and I'll just glue it later on. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll just put something underneath. Okay, so I'll work on it and then I'll attach it to my cover. Creativity in the face of destruction. Yeah, definitely. Hi, Mrs. Comart. Hello to anyone who came in, and I'm sorry if I missed anyone. I'm trying to keep up with the chat. I don't know what is different today, but every few minutes, like an ad is popping on my screen here, and it's all over the chat, so it takes time until I see what's going on in the chat. YouTube keep changing things, and I just can't keep up with the nonsense with all the awful ads on YouTube. And I'm sorry, but I'm not going to pay them to not see the ads, so I have to live with it. Okay, so where am I going with it? Let's see. I wanted some like writing, and I've got these papers that I got from Temu. Again, I don't have any collaboration with them or anything. That's just what's available to me. So, yeah. What started for you yesterday? I think maybe like this. So I'll have it in the background, and a piece of I want it more frayed, so yeah, maybe a piece of this. Let's see if I can rip it where I want it to be. Okay. Oops. Not quite. Okay, good enough. So I'm thinking this one here. I'm not gluing anything yet because I'm not sure where it's going. Yeah, the pop-up ads that blocking the chat. That's the problem. with YouTube. Money talks and bullshit walks. They keep asking me, keep flooding me with ads and keep asking me if I want to do like a subscription to pay for not seeing the ads. I want to incorporate a piece of this, but I'm not sure how to go about it. I'll just cut a piece and we'll see. Yeah. It just doesn't want to rip how I wanted it. Okay, that's better. Don't know if I will use it. I'm just playing with the pieces. Really not sure how I want to go about it. No, something just doesn't work for me with this. Okay, so no tissue paper. Moving on. Okay. Another piece that I thought of using. This is just a page from an old encyclopedia. Thought that maybe I can use it, and if not, I've got some stamps that I can use. Let's see. Oh, I like this one. Maybe just picking out, maybe, yeah, and I want something more. No, don't want gold. I've got a mess here. I was working on, if you remember, I started last year the calendars that I transformed to art journals, and I was working on them, and I just kept on grabbing stuff and putting it all around me, so I've got quite a mess here. Let's see what else. I've got my vintage stash here. I can't put it on. It's heavy and I don't know how it will work. If maybe instead of this one, all kinds of stuff that decided to buy, not overthinking it, and then I get to have all kinds of stuff that's just laying around, and why did I buy it? And it just, and I need to use it. It's just piling around, and I need to use everything more. All the stuff that I bought needs to be used. Maybe. Okay, what else do I have here? Stupid stuff that I bought. No. Told you I don't know where it's going. I'm just playing with stuff that I've got, and I'm hoping it will get me somewhere interesting. I still feel like I need something here. Maybe a washi tape. Maybe no. Well, the stuff that I'm keeping is just maybe something like this. I'm just pulling out stuff. Sorry, it really wasn't planned this time. I was thinking that maybe I will continue doing the calendars, but it was too much of a mess because the calendars are even more I'm contradicting myself, more or less planned. Yeah. Maybe something like this can work here. We'll see. Just grabbing stuff. And here is another ad, for God's sakes. Okay, I think I've grabbed enough bits and pieces, and now let's hope I can do something with it. Okay, so I'm really liking these two that have some gold in them, and now I need to figure out how I'm incorporating this. It's bits and that came with all kinds of 12 by 12 that I bought back, and I just started to take them out of the packs because I figured that if they are staying inside the 12 by 12 pack, I just forget about it, I don't use it, and it's just a shame. So I finally got around and took out all the bits and pieces. Not sure about this one. Okay, I like this. I'm thinking this will go nicely here. Okay. Don't like it like I like this one. So I will have to glue down at the end, because as long as they are not glued down, they keep moving, and it just bothers my eye. So maybe if I'll take this, it's the same thing, just with on a different background. So yeah, I like it. Okay, I still feel like I need something else. I'm thinking maybe butterflies. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to bring back my cover, my journal. Oh God, it's still sticky. What is going on today? I wanted it to be dry already. Okay, so I'll have to continue like this. And I want some butterflies. Let's see. Not sure, so I'm playing. Okay, so I like this. I want to add a little bit more of this, so it won't be just in one place. Okay, I like it. Now, let's see. Too big. This one is too big. I need to find smaller one here, bigger one here. Okay, I feel like I need, I don't know if I'll have something that will work, but I feel like I need some dried flowers. I've got something, but what's it? Betty, hello. Hi, Juanita. Let's see, who did I all? I've missed a lot. Okay, going back. Okay, going back. I missed a lot. At the beginning, when I started to order, if it was from AliExpress or Temu, yes, I didn't check the size, but now I know how to look for it. Yeah, I've just received a package from Temu, and I can show you some of the stuff. I got this washi tape that I really want to use. Well, each time I get something new, I really want to use it. I got this pack of washi tape that I really like. And I've got some other stuff. I've got this stencil that I already used in our journal page. I got this stencil that I'm looking forward to use. I've got this one. And I keep saying I will not buy more stencils, and here we go, more stencils. I just can't help myself. It's a disease, it's an addiction. Another stencil, and one more big stencil. And I also bought this 12 by 12 papers, which is a first. Until now, all I found in Temu was very small designer paper, like A5. So I was really excited about this. I'm already planning a page with this or another one. And with this stencil. Don't know, again, I don't know where it will go. I just have a vague idea where I want it to be. So yeah, that's the stuff that I just got from Temu. And yeah, let's see what else did I miss in the chat. To all that just came in, I'm doing an art journal cover. I finished a journal. The cover was dark gray that I didn't like, so I just painted it with white gesso and a little bit of beige color, and I used this kind of sponge just to go all over, and it's still sticky. I'm waiting for it to dry to adhere the burlap and whatever I'm doing here, which I'm not completely sure it's done yet, so I'm just playing. I think just taking all kinds of supplies that I have, and I'm really trying to use stuff that I accumulated through the years. I usually don't look at my channel in terms of how many people watch a video, how many people like a video, because it's just depressing if you see something that you made and people haven't seen it or didn't like it. And I don't keep up with how many subscribers I've got, but or whatever. But I don't know what happened this week. I've picked at all those details, not all, but checked it, and I've got like 980 videos on my channel, and I kept thinking that it was like 6 or 7 years ago, but no, I started the channel in 2016. So we are almost to 10 years, and I was like dumbfounded because I don't know, it just um, I didn't keep up with with time flies. I thought I was doing this only 6 7 years, but it's almost 10. And I'm really close to having 1,000 videos on my channel. I was dumbfounded. Maybe at the end I will stick some of this. I'm not sure yet, so I'll leave it be here. And I don't think I'm going to use this. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see. In terms, I said I wanted some dried flowers. So let's see if I've got something interesting that I can stick here. Nope. Nope. These are interesting. Maybe. I'm trying to keep everything, I don't know, low key, very neutral colors. Except for the butterflies. Who knows, maybe I'll decide that I don't need them. I really like these flowers. What else? No. Okay, maybe I will put it here. Moving this. There's not enough space. There is not enough floor for all the bins that I'm putting here. Let's check on the cover if it's still sticky. Okay, I've lost patience. I'm going to blast it with the heat tool. Mute me if you don't like the noise. Here we go. So I'm thinking, how am I going to adhere it? What glue do I use? I'm thinking about the glue gun, but I'll just go with the silicone glue. I would prefer to use a white glue, but right now I don't have any patience whatsoever for glue to dry. I'm trying to keep everything in place because a minute from now I will not remember where I placed everything. So okay, let's hope for the best because I need to start from the bottom and start gluing stuff. Okay. I really like silicone glue. It dries fast, but not so fast that I can't move things. Okay, getting somewhere. Rosemary, hello. It's so nice to see the same people coming back each time. Feels like a, what's the word, community. I hope I'm using the right word to express what I'm thinking. Doesn't always. No, this one was not supposed to be here. I think it was supposed to be like this. Because I remember putting, yeah. Okay. Better. Okay. Glue all over my hands. I don't remember the exact place of everything. I'm just going with the flow. Okay, so these are stickers. Just need to peel them, which is quite a feat to accomplish. Oh boy. Does anyone have any kind of a tip how to do it fast? Oh God. I didn't build any community. You built the community. I'm just here talking to myself and making a mess. Another edge. Oh, it just doesn't want to peel, for God's sakes. Maybe it's because I've got so much glue on my fingers. I'm quiet because I'm really trying to peel it off. I'm just going to change to some other butterflies I've got in my stash because it's driving me now crazy. Okay, that's it. Be gone with you. Other butterflies. Oh my God. No shortage on butterflies. I just need to find the right ones. That's all. Maybe. Maybe a large one instead of 3. I don't know. We'll see. You hear me, yeah? No, too big. Oh, I've got more of this kind. You see, I can't keep up with things I've got in all these stashes. It's ridiculous. Maybe no. Maybe a dragonfly. Nope. Maybe moth. This can work. Just a little bit too big, I think. Or maybe I really like this smooth. I'm trying to see if I can do two on the page, because I'm not sure it works like this. Maybe if I'll take a step back I can see better. Just trying to find other elements that maybe will work. I don't want to hide this, so maybe I'm going with this configuration. What do you think of this? Yeah, I really like the blue butterflies, but sometimes things don't work when I want them to. I think I'll try one more time before I give up on the butterflies, because I really like them. So I'm trying again to peel it. Ooh. Manage this one. Okay. one here. So I managed one. Now let's see if I can manage the two others before someone will need to put me in a loony bin. I'm close to it. I can feel it. Okay, we've got it. Next. I think it's the same butterfly that just didn't want to peel before. Maybe I'll just need to give up on this one and pick another one from the pack. No, it just doesn't want to peel. Okay, let's see if I can take another one and peel it. Yay! We're in business. Okay, now I just need to figure out if I want it. Yeah, I'm going to put it like this. Yeah. And this is going here, but I'm thinking I've got some strings that I took out of the burlap, and I'm thinking maybe I can do something. No, it won't show on this because it's from the same stuff. I'll just leave it as is. I'm going to put some glue here in the back. And let's hope for the best because it's really delicate, this. Okay. Back in the pack, and I can remove all of this. It's really ridiculous the amount of stuff that I've accumulated in this 10 years, and in some ways it's daunting because it seems like I will never get to use it all because I'm crazy that I bought all of this stuff. probably my grandchildren will still use all of this if they will be inclined to be crafty. I don't know. Yeah. Yes, very botanical. Okay. Now I'm thinking if I like it or if I don't want to add something more. I think I like it as is. Does it need anything more? I'm checking the chat. Yeah, okay. So I think I'll just keep it like this. It's very simple, but I like it. Yeah. And I'm not going to do anything for the back, just leaving it like this. Yeah. Okay, so that's that. And in the beginning I talked about how I don't have any space here because I was working on the calendars from last year, and when I'm doing something like that, all the stashes come out, and I've got this box with bits and pieces that were left over from other projects, and I've got this stash with all the things like butterflies, birds, and all that kind of stuff that can be used as a small, at least small focal points. So I've got this stash, and I've got this stash with larger focal points here. And I've got all kinds of stuff all around, and I've done like, let's see, it's not here. I've done today several pages like this one. I had this tag in my stash, got it out, I've changed the colors and just added a little bit of a detail, and I just drew this branch and a moon for that matter. So all kinds of markers came out, all kinds of stuff came out. I had this bird from a coloring book in my one of the stashes, so I got it out, put it here, then got the gel pens. So another thing came here is all the gel pens. So I'm surrounded by stuff just by making a few pages. I've made this page. Someone sent this to me. I'm sorry, I don't remember who sent it. And I just did circles. I don't know if you can see it, and added some glitter from a nail polish just to add to this stuff. So nail polish came out of one of the stashes of nail polishes, and on. So yeah, and in the calendars I'm really trying to use all the bits and pieces that I've accumulated. So these are more bits and pieces. This is just washi tape from this new pack that I've bought. So that's how I am going about it. And at first I thought that that's what I will do on the live, but it's just a little bit too all over the place. But if you're up to it, I'm willing to try and do some of the pages, and I don't always go one by one. I don't always go with just a focal point. I don't have one process to make this. I'm checking the chat. Bye, Celine. Yeah, so like here is the next page. I've already got an interesting background. I don't feel like I need to add any more details. So what I will do now, I will try and find something interesting that will go here on the page. And sometimes I remember something that I've got in the stashes. Sometimes I will just have to go and find something to put on the page. And not always I will find something, so I will move on to another page. So as I said, no one process. And it's like I've done several pages. And here, like here, I don't have a focal point and I don't care. I like it as is. I've done this. Again, someone sent it to me. I don't remember who. And here I've got a page that I just nothing clicked. I didn't know what to put on it, so I just moved on. I've seen something that I don't know, talk to me. Something clicked and I just made this page. So I went and skipped some pages and done something that did make sense to me. Here I started something, I didn't finish it. I don't remember why, but it is what it is. So here is a finished page. Here is another finished pages. So just if I'm finding something interesting, then I will do it. And sometimes I just go around. I start with the stashes, like I will bring something like this stash and start go over what I've got. Like, let's see, like I've got this and I really want to use it. So what I will do, just something again that I bought from the cheap store. What I will do, I will start looking for a place for it. So I don't feel like this is the place, so I will just continue. Maybe it will go here, I'm not sure. This calendar I decided to go like this, a horizontal, and this one I decided to go vertical, just so I will have more of a challenge and interest, and not everything will be the same. It's kind of working here. Some of the pages are a little bit sticky. Maybe I need to put it on a darker background, like this. Not sure. I'm thinking maybe here, because it's a darker background and also there are like dots that correspond with this, so I'm thinking maybe it will go here. Of course I can add dots to any other page if that's what I want. I'm thinking it will go here. I know this stencil, well, the blue is just leftover paint that went into one of the pages in my notebooks. The stencil, this is just a joint compound that again, leftover a joint compound, so I used it with the stencil. And if you're looking at this, at it from this point, you've got branches and flowers and even a bird here and a bird here. But I'm going about it like this, and somehow, I don't know why, it gives me a feel of winter, and I don't know, like I've got snowflakes in the back, so I think I'll go with this. I'm not quite sure about the color, so maybe I will change it. Let's see. This is an acrylic marker, and not good enough. I'm thinking that maybe I'll even go, I want white, but I'm worried because I've got the white in the back that it will disappear. So maybe this color will work. Let's see, a brush. Maybe lighter. I still have got some white here. Well, it can work. So better than the brown that I've got here. Okay. Yeah, better. At least I think so. Okay. So that's that. And I want something at the bottom. Maybe I'll get to use one of the washi tapes. Mm. Okay. I'm gonna try. I want some, if I can manage to do a torn edge. I don't know if it, never tried it. I'm gonna try now to take some. Oh, it's working. Partly at least. It worked until it didn't. Yes. It seems like everything is working against me today. Or it may be just me low on battery and beyond pumpkin. Okay. So I've managed that. I'm going to put some glue because the adhesive at the back of the washi tape is never good enough. And I also got the texture here. Yes. And I want to go with a white line here at the where the torn edge is, if it will work. Or maybe I'm going with silver. Don't know if you can see it. Okay. So now I need to stick this. Okay. I really like it, and I just want to change the color again. Doesn't always work. The surface of this is quite glossy. If not, I will just bring in acrylic paint. I want it to look a little bit more like this than the color I've got here. Yeah. I was tempted to do some more dots like a snowflakes, like a snow falling, but I'm just leaving it be. Okay, so I'm going to find another focal point and I'm going to find a page to use it. Like I've got all kinds of birds that needs to be used. It can work. Some of the things here are things that I've printed, some I've made. So all kinds of stuff, some things that I found in magazines. Okay, we'll see. So going back. This is a little bit whimsy, so maybe it will work here. Nope. I think I'm going with this one. Don't know why. Don't have any explanation. And again, I want something that my bird will stand on something. So I've got this. Where are my scissors? My nail scissors. You see, I don't have any more space here. Just ridiculous. Let's move this. Oh, here. Okay. Let's the fussy cutting commence. I think I put this in the freebies in my website or something similar. Yeah, okay. Something like that. And just because I went with completely a different color here than the rest, I want to bring in some of the same color here in the details. And I'm sorry that I don't keep up with the chat. I'll try and look in a minute. So I'm just using a gel pen to add some color. Again, it's very little details, so I don't know how much of it you can see. And I'm just doing it randomly. I'm using the gel pens just because they have a fine tip and they were already out. So I don't have to go and look for other kind of markers, because I could probably have used any other kind of markers. It's not super important, but sometimes it's these little things that make something look more cohesive. For I'm sorry, I don't think my vocabulary is keeping up with the hour. I'm putting it quite randomly. Okay, so, oops. Oh boy. Things are falling down. Okay. I can hardly see the yellow, so okay, that's enough. I like it. Moving on. So I've done a bird. I'm just so it would be interesting for me at least. I'm going to look for another focal point that is not a bird because I want to change things and I want to use other stuff that I've got. Okay. So I'm going through things I've got here. It's too big. Maybe I can do something with it. Let's see. So here it won't work. I already got details. This can be interesting. Again, a piece of paper that I just put a stencil and a leftover joint compound. I'm going for it. Whatever will be, will be. Kind of grungy look. Okay, I'm going to glue this and trim the excess after it's glued to my page. So one is here and I don't know where it's going. I'm just putting down stuff. Whatever will be, will be. Sparkleberry Shine, hello. I'm just making a mess per usual. I know I covered most of the background. I don't care. Again, if the background is just a page from my leftover, from my notebook for leftover paint. So it is what it is. I want to now go on top of it with, I think, watercolors, or I've got this color. This is Distress Stain, another purchase that I don't have a clue why I bought it. So maybe I'll just use it and we'll see where it gets me. I really don't have any idea what made me buy this. I've got another one. Don't like it. Okay. A brush, water. Let's try and do something with it. Okay, so at least I can spread it with water. I really don't have a clue where it's going. Okay, it's a start. I need some darker color. I'm using lots of water because I'm hoping it will get into the texture and give me something more interesting. Now I'm not going to cover everything, and let's also tilt it this way. So this is not a focal point, but I really like what's going on here. I will need to find something because it just needs something. Yeah. I think I'm going with a butterfly. Yeah. I think that's what I'm going to do here. And I want some white butterfly. Not sure. This can work. Don't like it. Also can work. Oh, I'm forgetting the chat. Let's see, what did I miss? Yes, everything here is leftover paint. All the pages that I from my notebooks. If it's the notebooks, if it's a day planner that I had and used for leftover paint. I also have a dictionary for leftover paint. So, and that's what I usually use for my calendars that I turn into an art journal, and sometimes some of the painty papers. Mostly I try to use all the leftovers from the other projects. Bye, Betty. Hi, Priscilla. Okay, I'm going with this very large butterfly. And let's see. Yes. So another page is done. Let's see if I can find something. Just one more and I think I'll be done for this live because I'm really running low on battery and I'm beyond a pumpkin, maybe meshed pumpkin at this stage. So let's find something interesting. I've got some fairies I've made in the past. Mm. Let's see if I can find one that is interesting and if I can find a page for her to live in. Okay, I've got this one, and I think I'll find a home for this one. So first I'll just put them back before they'll get lost. Okay, let's see if I can find a home. Maybe. Too busy. I'm thinking here, and she needs just a little bit more definition. So I'm taking the silver and going around the silhouette. Just some fixing. Okay. So I think I'm going to put her here, and I want her to sit on either a flower or a mushroom. I think I've got here. If not, I've got in my paper napkins something. I used to just knew. Maybe. I'm trying to think of something that will stand out. Okay, I'm going to try something. Let's see. I'm holding the fairy in place just so I will have some kind of reference where she is. Okay. I think this is the last page. I'm really, really cooked. Let's see. Okay, it's starting to make some sense. Okay, got this. And now I want like a moon here. So I took a little bit of the light blue that I had here from before with lots of water so it won't be completely opaque. little bit of white. Nope, it's dry. Yeah, I'm happy. I've got a fairy. Cooked pumpkin time, yeah, definitely. Mashed pumpkin. Okay, that's it for today. I really, really am at the end. I'm just reading the chat. The mess that is here, and I will have to put back in place tomorrow because I'm definitely not doing it at my at the stage that I'm in. Oh boy. I didn't even look what the time was. It's 1:30 a.m. Boy, howdy. So, thank you everyone that came in, and I really appreciate you, and thank you for watching, and thank you for coming in and leaving me comments, and thank you for this great community. So I'll be signing off, and I'll be seeing you in my next video. So bye for now.